So now that the Activision Blizzard deal appears to be closing, there's still some loose ends that need to be tied up by Microsoft and the CMA and all of that. But expectations are that, yes, this deal is going to at least close, with, I guess, the FTC still kind of looming in the background, depending on how far they want to go with it post-merger and all that, right? But the thing here now is that people are already looking towards who can Microsoft buy next. That's seriously a conversation. I feel like at this point, Microsoft, while they may be looking around at other things to buy, clearly they basically had a profile on almost every single developer and publisher in the industry. It's kind of to the point where, okay, let's focus in, let's get these games going, let's get them out, let's get them into Game Pass and see how things continue then. But something's going on, which is, it's kind of funny, I'll admit, and it almost looks like Microsoft is trolling along with people reading way too in to the Microsoft Edge Twitter account, and we're going to go over that here today. So if you guys enjoyed the video, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe if you're new here to the Spawnwave Plus channel. Let's take a look. This is posted up over on Twitter. Microsoft Edge basically had people discussing if Microsoft was hinting at them acquiring Sega through the Microsoft Edge Twitter account. I'm serious. Look, for example, the Microsoft Edge Twitter account changed its profile picture to a hedgehog. It's also running in one of those little wheels at the top here, right? And if you look further down, we have the Edge Hog. All right, they have the little badge for them here. There's an entire video that was playing with the hedgehog, running amok in the office. And what's interesting, and I noticed this as I'm looking through these, the views, the likes, way higher than what they usually would get. All right, like typically they put out, like a tweet and they get, I don't know, like less than 100,000 impressions, 600 likes or something. Sometimes even less than that if they're cutting up an onion. The idea is these tweets become outliers in the sense of engagement for them. And a lot of that's because people were quote tweeting, retweeting, speculating on the idea of this hedgehog that is, almost like their mascot at this point. And okay, so let's consider the possibilities here, all right? One possibility is that Microsoft is indeed moving in to acquire Sega, and they've decided to tease this information through their Microsoft Edge. I'm going to say that again, Microsoft Edge Twitter account. Or the other possibility is that the social media manager has a new pet. Like that could just be it, right? Oh, this is fun. I have a hedgehog now. I'll place them around and let them do hedgehog things in the office. I'll take videos. It'll be funny. It's social media. I'm going to lean towards that. The social media manager got a new pet, and they're just having fun with it. This is stuff that is getting engagement. Obviously, that's the idea for the social media manager, right, is to kind of have fun on social media and get people talking about your product or program or whatever. And it's sort of funny because, while they could obviously realize what's going on online with conversations about Microsoft acquiring Sega, it could also be that they're just having fun, and that's sort of it. Now, Sega had talked about the really what was going on during the hearings with the FTC and the documentation that was coming out that showed that Sega was at least profiled by Microsoft. We don't know if they had ever reached out to Sega and said, hey, we would like to buy you or acquire you. And it would probably go from Sega Sammy's holding, because they own technically Sega, the developer, the publisher, and all that. They would sell Sega as an entity to Microsoft, which people have kind of speculated and discussed if that would be an easier way to acquire a Japanese developer and large publisher as opposed to coming in and buying them out, because there are some rules and regulations that can make that very difficult for a company outside of Japan to make that happen, that kind of transaction. So according to Sega, at this time, they're not interested in being acquired. Again, they said kind of at this time. Now, they say that because you never know what the future holds. Sega could get into, like, serious trouble financially, and they actually need someone to come in and buy them. It's possible. Is it likely? Probably not. I mean, they seem to be at least rolling along well enough. They're not Capcom, who is just on fire right now, but they're also not, like, incredibly poor or anything like that. And in fact, Sonic Frontiers, for example, has done pretty well for them, all things considered, and seems like they have a bright future there still for Sonic. And of course, they're working on other things with Atlas and Persona and all that. So I think at this time, no, we don't see the Microsoft Edge Twitter account teasing that Microsoft is going to move in and acquire Sega out of nowhere. I think they just got a new pet and wanted to show it off on social media and tie it into the Microsoft Edge browser account for publicity. But let me know what you guys think about this one down below. Hey, maybe they are teasing it, and maybe in a couple of weeks we get the press release that Microsoft has acquired Sega. I don't think I'd hold my breath on that one, but let me know what you guys think about this one down below. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.